Fruit and maple oatmeal.
McDonald's is our kind of place. Your kind of.
Come on. Cha-cha now, y'all. Everybody.
One great price, 99 cents. All you have to do is ask for
Double G.
McDonald's is our kind of place.
Your kind of place.
It is no secret that advertisers try to target specific demographics. Marketing attempts to sell a product or business to certain people because the company desires their money. Online, targeted advertisements are based on the content of the website or a user's online habits, such as frequently visited websites and past searches. In the real world, advertising to an individual is much more complex. Marketing agencies have to determine which demographics are most likely to see a specific billboard, print ad, or commercial. These determinations can be based on many factors, including age, socioeconomic status, education, gender, and race, to name a few. Concentrations of certain ethnic minorities in cities may make the area a prime target for advertisers. In these places, it may be sensible, for example, to advertise in Spanish, but advertising in Spanish in a predominantly white suburb would be dollars wasted. Without targeted advertising, the wrong people would receive the wrong messages. One unsubstantiated message targeting advertising sends is that someone should buy a product because other people of the same race buy it. But it is important to understand that not all products are made for all people, and so targeted advertisements have a legitimate place in marketing. Still, advertising firms must consider what underlying messages are being sent to consumers in their ads. Here are two McDonald's commercials that we showed to a random sampling of people. Both are from McDonald's dollar menu.
Are we good? There's always a couple of drops left.
What are you doing?
Using all of the toothpaste. See? Whoa, hey, baby!
I thought we were just fixing the front step.
No, I got this thing all day. Just getting my money's worth.
How about we give this a try?
We can take a break.
Get your dollar's worth with a beefy McDouble or a juicy McChicken sandwich. Both tasty sandwiches are just $1 each.
Supposed to rain tomorrow. Probably can't paint the garage.
I got all this off McDonald's dollar menu. So amazing and just $1 each. So, my turn. Guess we'll just have to go look at window treatments. The simple joy of being smart.
These advertisements are humorous and therefore memorable sales pitches. In the first dollar menu ad, a Black American couple is featured. In this advertisement, the focus is economizing.
We were just fixing the front step.
No, I got this thing all day. Just getting my money's worth.
How about we give this a try?
We can take a break.
The implications of this commercial will undoubtedly vary from person to person, but one possible interpretation is that Black Americans, whether by necessity or choice, are frugal. The second dollar menu ad is also humorous. This commercial features a white American couple, and the message, although also a sales pitch for the dollar menu, is very different and focuses on intelligence.
Guess we'll just have to go look at window treatments. The simple joy of being smart.
One interpretation of this commercial is that the dollar menu is an intelligent choice for white consumers. Contrasted with the idea that Black Americans must save is the notion that white Americans who choose to save are smart. It would be unfair to argue that McDonald's has a racist agenda in advertising, but failure to detect these racial divides is a concerning trend. Of the consumers we interviewed, few noticed the differences in the messages that these commercials send.
Different ways to catch people's attention, like they use fruit and oatmeal for health reasons, or they talk about how it's just like $1 to save money.
Okay. Between the two dollar menu commercials, did you notice any differences in the messages they were sending?
Like one of them was more about like getting more for your dollar. And
Did you notice a difference between the two dollar menu advertisements?
Not really. I mean, like, they were both selling different products. I mean, they showed different, like, kinds of food in the ads. That's about it.
McDonald's acknowledges and embraces this marketing technique with several brand websites that target certain demographics. Like all companies, they want to attract certain audiences for certain reasons. Some target specific age brackets, like HappyMeal.com for children and McWorld.com for tweens. These fun websites feature games and prizes and, like their commercial counterparts, are intended to prompt children to ask to eat McDonald's.
Other websites include MeEncantada.com for Latin Americans, 365black.com for African Americans, and MyInspiration.com for Asian Americans. These sites, focusing on specific ethnicities, are McDonald's way of saying, we support your community. The message McDonald's is trying to send to consumers is important. That is to say, the intent of the company and their need to target specific audiences supersedes any unintended message, so long as that message is not directly harmful to consumers. But some unintended messages are offensive.
What did you notice about the $2 menu commercials?
The first one, it had all black people in it, and it was about, like, they were always trying to get their money's worth, they were trying to save money. And the second one had white people, and they were, like, saving money too, but it was more about they were smart enough to know how to use the dollar menu, and then she was smart enough to figure out how to get her husband to do what she wanted.
Did you notice any racial divides?
If you're asking me if I think that ads tailored to specific groups will generate greater profits for McDonald's, I would say that generally that is probably the case. Do I think that most people know that they're targets? No. They're oblivious to it. Because if they were, then their reaction to them would not be to go out and buy a dollar meal. So I can't stand companies, corporations that target me as an African American and try to create an image that they think is going to appeal to me and make me buy their product. So no, it's very offensive to me.
It is the responsibility of marketing firms to apply a veil of ignorance to their advertising campaigns. The veil of ignorance is a method of determining whether or not a position or issue is moral. In advertising, the veil of ignorance would necessitate the firm, when creating an advertisement, act as if they do not know their role in society. For example, a middle-aged white advertising executive behind a veil of ignorance may appreciate that if he were of a different ethnicity or gender, he might be offended by a proposed advertisement. It is equally the responsibility of the consumer to practice media literacy. That is, it is important for consumers to understand when and why they are being targeted as a consumer. A media literate consumer will also be able to identify what, if any, subliminal message is being sent by an advertisement. In the end, it is obvious that McDonald's advertisements are not, on the whole, subliminally racist. With a growing commitment to minorities and other underserved communities, including women and lesbians, gay, bisexual, and transgendered individuals, it would seem any potentially discriminatory messages are far from intentional. Recognitions McDonald's has received in recent years for their diverse workforces include Top 10 Diversity Champion from Working Mother magazine, Top Places for Minorities to Work, Fortune magazine, Top 40 Best Companies for Diversity, Black Enterprise magazine, Top 60 Best Companies for Diversity, Hispanic magazine, Top 50 Corporate Women in America, Hispanic magazine, Best Companies for Multicultural Women, Working Mother Media, Top 10 Companies for Latinas to Work, Latina Style, and Best Company for Promoting Asian Pacific Americans to Develop Workforce Skills, Asia Society.
McDonald's today.
Chicken is back to all the